For Guyana to grow, the PPP must go. Good evening, my beloved brothers and sisters of HopeTown and Guyana at large. Tonight, as we gather here for this rally before September 1st, I stand before you filled with pride, love, and unshakable determination. This is not just a rally. All this is the march to victory. This is the moment when we, the people, rise up and say in one voice, enough is enough. We want change. We want justice. We want APNU. For Guyana to grow, the PPP must go. My friends, for too long, this country, blessed with oil wealth, fertile lands, and the brightest people, has been mismanaged by the PPP. They promised prosperity, but instead they delivered poverty, division, and corruption. Families cannot put food on the table. Mothers cry because the price of groceries is choking them. Fathers cannot provide because jobs are scarce and wages are not livable. Our young people, our future, are leaving because they feel abandoned. But let me tell you something tonight. APNU is the party for the people. APNU is the party for justice. APNU is the party for unity. APNU is the party that put people first. We remember Adriana Young. We remember those who never got justice. We will not rest until every mother's tears are dried. Until every family feels the protection of the law. Until justice is not a privilege for the rich and the powerful, but a right for every Guyanese. We said tonight, livable wages for workers, affordable living for families, jobs and opportunities for our youths, healthcare and education for every community, justice for every citizen. Comrades, we know our history. APNU has always stood tall for the poor, the working class, the farmer, the teacher, the nurse, the vendor, the sugar worker, the fisherman. We fought against injustice yesterday. We fought against injustice today. And with your votes, we will end injustice tomorrow. My brothers and sisters, do not be fooled by the PPP's propaganda. They thrive on division. They divide us by race, by class, by community. But APNU says one people, one nation, one destiny. We are stronger together. And under our leader, the next president of Guyana, Aubrey Compton Norton, we will unite this country and build a future where no one is left behind. Come September 1st, let your voices thunder louder than ever before. Let the ballot box speak for justice, unity, prosperity, and dignity. When you enter that polling station, remember this: vote APNU. Put your X next to the palm, because the palm is the hand of the people, the hand of justice, and hand of unity. And so, I ask of you tonight, are you ready for justice? Are you ready for unity? Are you ready for livable wages and a better life? Are you ready for APNU in government? Then, my brothers and sisters, stand with us, march with us, vote with us, because September 1st, together we will make history. May our Creator bless us all and bless our beautiful country, Guyana.
Yeah. Make some noise, Mr. Make some noise for the APNU. Here. I want to try something. You know, we would not have been this far without a very important man, you know. And when I say his first name, I want you to shout his last name. Aubrey. Man, yeah, no. Stop. Y'all didn't understand this thing. Bharat's supposed to hear. Wherever it is there right now, he's supposed to hear. And y'all ain't making enough noise. Aubrey. That's the man. You know, right now, I wish we could have swear the man in. But we got to wait. And what we got to do September 1st? We got to vote. And we got to bring everybody out to vote too, all right? You got to bring everybody out to vote. Ensure they vote and ensure they do it right. Now, here's the story. We don't want to bring on Mr. Norton too late. So we're moving on to the next speaker. He get time. I know he get time. Now, the next person who's going to talk to us, he has been a pastor for a long time. He's a man of the cloth, but he's a man of justice, a man who loves justice, and a man who loves fairness. And I invite you to join with me tonight as we welcome Pastor Marvin Franklin.
Hallelujah! Come on, somebody can give him a wave. Come on. Celebrate Jesus. It's a victory time. This is a time of victory, somebody. Magnify him tonight. Bless good evening to each and every one tonight. I salute our next president, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton. Hallelujah. There is a fresh wind that is blowing tonight. I hope you are getting ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I am going to be speaking on the topic for a few minutes, the church and politics. Ladies and gentlemen, gone are those days when the church stay in the back burner. Gone are those days when we will dodge and duck and run and hide from facing and standing up to the realities of what is taking place in our nation. I said a time has come, and it is now. The Bible emphasizes love and compassion for all people, including those with different political views. And I love the maturity of APNU, the tolerance they display. However, Christians should be engaged in politics and in political discourse with respect and seek to build bridges rather than sowing these divisions. Daniel, the Bible bears records of Daniel in the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 1 to 3, and you can read these texts when you get home. Daniel was described as he served in government under King Darius. Come on, somebody. Christians have a place in politics, and we need to stand up and ensure that we do what is right against all these injustices and lawlessness. The church, I call upon you tonight. If you are a believer, it is going to take more than prayer. It's going to take more than fasting. It's time to come out and to stand up and be who you ought to be. God is looking for a man. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17 says, we are to seek justice. We are to correct the oppressor. And that is what we stand here to do tonight. We are also to lead and to do good. We are to defend the fatherless. We are to plead the cause of the widows. They need somebody to stand up for them. Too many injustices and lawlessness has been taking over our nation. It's time to give Guyana back to God. Malachi takes up the action, and Malachi 6:8 says, he has shown thee, O man, what the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with her God. God wants people to lead and to have humility and consideration for others. The prophet Amos picks up the action in Amos 5:24. And this is what he says. He highlights the importance of acting justly and letting justice flow like a river. Guyana longs and yearns for justice. Our judiciary system needs to be restored tonight. We believe that God is going to do a thing in this nation. There are too many cries. It's time for the restoration of the judiciary system in our nation. Leviticus chapter 19 verse 15 says, there must be equity. There must be equity. And we know this. Babies wake up and they know it. There needs to be equity in this land of ours. Proverbs 31 verse 8 and 9 says, open thy mouth for the dumb. Who's going to represent the dumb? God is calling upon us. And we can be Christians, and we sit upon our sit upon. And we watch the enemy manipulate and damnate and destroy our nation, destroy youth in all sorts of ways. It's time for the church to get out there and get involved and preach this message that will bring justice. It's time. It's time for righteousness. The scripture also says to judge righteously. We are to judge righteously, not according to our communications and connections. We must judge fairly. Every man must be given a fair trial. Our nation needs to return to that place. And we are decreeing it in the mighty name of Jesus through this transformation that is going to take place in our land. Solomon also says that we are to plead the cause of the poor and the needy. Poverty has taken over our people, and we have seen this. God wants all of us to rejoice. The wealth of this nation is laid up for all of us. And you don't worry, because the scripture says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. We are going to take over. We are going to celebrate it. It is coming to us as a people, as a nation. And there ain't anything somebody can do about that. The wealth of the wicked is coming. Hallelujah. Solomon also says we are to honor, hallelujah, those that are in authority. Amen. We are to celebrate them. Amen. We are to live and see things come true according to his will and to his purpose for this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to say enough is enough. If you know how to pray, if you know how to fast, I challenge you. It's time to go down in sackcloth and ash. It's time to bring Guyana before the throne of God. It's time to do not stop. Do like Esther says. Esther says, if I perish, I perish. I'm going to see the king. And this is why I'm out there tonight. I'm here to stand and represent righteousness, that we can celebrate, that our children can know what it is to have a life. Our grandchildren must come up and have a destiny in Christ. And this nation must be free at last. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, to our honorable leader, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton, I have a special verse here for you tonight. This is the word of the Lord to you. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. God says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord. Thoughts of good and not of evil, but to give you hope and a successful end. I say tonight, it is our place to pray that servant of God through, that he will come to victorious. We come against every witchcraft. We come against principalities. We come against voodoo. We come against every work of darkness. We set the man free. We cover with the blood. We set the way for liberty and victory, that he shall live and not die, and he shall be a testimony, and he shall bring transformation to our nation. Guyana needs to be free. The time has come and is now. Brothers and sisters, it's time to come out. It's time to go and vote. Gone are the days of those ignorance when we say we ain't voting, because it's the same thing. Listen, it's not the same thing. I present to you a transformation with a new, equipped, anointed, and set government that's going to lead the people into righteousness. The scripture says, when the righteous is in authority, the people will rejoice. No more crying, no more murders, no more bloodshed, no more corruption. There is time for liberation. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for the great and awesome God that is about to deliver us from Egypt and bring deliverance and pave a way, opening a river, a bridge across the Red Sea, that we can stand up and lift up Jesus tonight. I want you to get ready for what God is going to be doing. Do not settle for nothing but the best. And we can only have the best in this nation with APNU. So get ready and saddle up your horses and get set, because we're about to experience a fresh wind of change, deliverance, and victory. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be in front of you tonight.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. We got it. We got it. And let me tell you something. When September 1st comes and we put the X by the palm, we are saying so long, bye-bye. Bye-bye to the pain and the foolishness of this evil satanic PPP. Play that song, man.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go, come on.
And look, you gotta come forward.
Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see you. Come on, Jehovah, say it. Jehovah, you. Say it. I trust in you. In you. Say it, y'all. Oh, Lord. Jehovah, you. I trust. Say it. I trust. Show me how to do it, y'all. In you. I believe. Say it. Say it. I believe you. I trust. I trust. Come on. In you. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Jehovah, you. Where y'all at? Come on. Come on. I trust in you. I believe. Say it. I believe. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of wonder. You are the God of wonder. You are the God of powerful. You are the God of power. I believe. Say it. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. Say it, y'all. I believe. I believe. Come on, let your feet get heavy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Somebody make some noise in here. Come on, catch it, Jehovah. Jehovah, I trust in you. In you. Oh, Lord, say it. Oh, Lord, Jehovah, you. I trust in you. I believe, say it, everybody say it. I believe you. I trust come on. In you. Oh, Lord, y'all got your part over here. I can't hear you. Come on, say it. I trust. Say it. In you. I believe. Say it. I believe. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of wonders.
Yeah. We know that God is a God of miracles. He's a God of wonders. And he's going to work the wonder come Monday. He's going to work the wonder come Monday, September 1st with you, all right? With you, all right? Are we ready to vote? Are we ready to vote? And who we voting for? Who we voting for? Put the palms up, put the palms up, put the palms up, put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up. Yeah, I like it, I like it. I like it. I feel like I don't vote already, but no, I know I ain't vote yet, but I like it. Hear what? You know, we have some amazing young people who are part of this campaign. They tell me I'm too old. I'm not a youth now. All right? But we have some amazing young people who are part of this campaign. And right now, we want to bring a young woman up here. She's been with us all throughout this country, all across Guyana. Ladies and gentlemen of Region 5, I want you to make some noise as you welcome on this stage, Miss Kamala Baskaran.
Work so hard every week. We deserve a party. So tell everybody. Let's get it started. Hey, what yo, I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no matter that I need a stress reliever. 2 drinks in the hand and a girl in the middle. Like the gun we need to find the middle. For the sake of peace of mind, so the middle of the road is clear. You'll find me and my friend and them because we work so hard. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. We deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girls and them. Bring all your friends and them. And let's get it started.
Like Marshall said, we need a stress reliever, right? Listen, it brings me the utmost joy to be up here tonight and to see the green wave. Thank you guys so much for coming out in your numbers tonight. Tonight, we're not forced to be here. You were not paid to be here because you came out. Because just like me, you want change. You too want the PPP out of office. Come September 1st, it'll be out with the old and in with the new. Under this current regime, our people are suffering. We cannot afford 3 square meals, can we? We have to choose between bread and egg? No, man. Basic necessities. But we're oil rich, right? Let me ask you, when you've cleared your rent, your bills, and you bought your groceries, what are you left with in the case of an emergency? Exactly, nothing. But fear not, comrades. Just like you, I've been watching it all, and I'm here to tell you that the only party that can lead this country and its people to betterment is to say it with me, the APNU. And under the soon-to-be presidency of a man with no political baggage, Aubrey Compton Norton. Under an APNU government, we are committed to better the cost of living, because as you vote for the PALM, you're voting for an increase of 35% on public servant salaries, not 8%. And you most definitely don't have to wait 5 years for it, because within the first 100 days of office, you're receiving 35% increase on your salary. September 1st, you're voting for pensioners to receive not $41,000, but $100,000. You're voting for $120,000 per year for your children. You're voting for $50,000 stipends per month for students in tertiary institutions across Guyana. The tax threshold will be raised to $400,000 Guyana dollars, which means if you're working below $400,000, you will not be paying taxes. They say, hear me now, they say because we care, we say because you deserve. $1.5 billion being generated per day in Guyana from oil alone, but we cannot afford a simple and content life. So come September 1st, vote APNU, not just for a change of government, but for a change of life. For a life where we don't have to choose between our needs. A life that the APNU coalition is committed to giving the Guyanese people. And the PPP has the audacity to say and ask, how is the APNU going to fulfill all these commitments? Well, let me tell you, we will cut your corruption, end your thievery, and put the money into the hands of you, the Guyanese people. Now, they say they'll keep us safe, but our youths are being murdered. The country is being beautified and romanticized, but there's blood in the streets. Tears from our mothers because of the negligence of the Guyana police force, because the current government is afraid of accountability. Why they're afraid of accountability? Because the people on top is no other than family, friends, and favorites. Years and years are passing and families cannot receive justice, but we will change that. Ronaldo Peters, Keon Fajine, victims who have succumbed to police brutality. Adriana Young, a little girl with a promising future. Her life was taken gruesomely and no justice was served. Is that the life we want for Guyana? So ladies and gentlemen, vote Aubrey Compton Norton for a safe Guyana. Vote Aubrey Compton Norton for a progressive Guyana, where the money won't buy justice, but justice will be given to the people and the police force will not be compromised. Lastly, our failing healthcare system. Every day, it's a scroll past of a new death, dying youths and multiple misdiagnoses, negligent workers. New hospitals are being built. Where are the doctors? You go in from 8 in the morning, coming home at 6 in the night, and nobody looked after you. One of the steady healthcare concerns, kidney failure. Oil rich, but people cannot afford dialysis, and so what? They die. So, my people, this man, a man with no political baggage, as I must emphasize, a man with clean hands who put you first, will deliver Guyana from its curses that PPP has brought upon us. In closing, HopeTown, I urge you to vote resoundingly for the APNU and your next president, Aubrey Compton Norton. I thank you.
Make some more noise for Miss Bascaran. I tell you, we get some real powerful young people, you know. We green all the time. And look, I don't want to stand between you and the next guy. This guy, you know this guy very well. You know him so much that for some of you, your pillow starts speaking to you. You know who I'm talking about? You know who I'm talking about? Say the name. Say the name. Say the name. Make some noise for Mr. Saiku.
No people come to Jamaica and not know how we live things. Say
Everything nice.
We full of vibes and things. Them same one feel it
Hands
to
up.
them heart when them get to understand the real thing.
Who's that? Me day at home one day, a parade.
The white man will come all the way from Norway.
Who is it?
And he turned to me and he said,
Oh, come home,
full of so much screw face.
Same time we live me.
Head to the sky.
Hey.
And a teardrop fall from me high.
Listen.
Me say, man, you come with go.
DJ, where you walking? Me walking, me say. Look, Pandy. Do you see anything? Look on the HopeTown side, yeah. There is nothing. HopeTown! HopeTown! How you doing? How you doing? Listen. Hold on, DJ. I'm done with you. HopeTown. HopeTown. We keeping hope alive. Come September the 1st, we will no longer endure the stress and the pain of the PPP government. And we are hopeful because hope has come in the form of Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton. So it's important tonight, HopeTown, and those under the sound of my voice, that I let you know that these elections are a choice. You have a choice on September the 1st. You have a choice between men that has time and time, decade after decades, proven to us beyond the shadow of a doubt that they do not care for ordinary Guyanese. Or you can choose Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton and the APNU team, who has displayed by his manifesto and his actions that every plan is tailored to take you from poverty to prosperity. And you see, when I say that you have this choice, and I tell the people of this country that the PPP do not care, they want to brush it off. So I understand that it is important that I sell you the truth. Aubrey Compton Norton has time and again said to this government, you plan to get $65 a barrel of oil. You got 85. $20 more, 450,000 barrels pumping per day. He said, oh, you get the extra money, give it to the people now, give it to the people now, give it to the people now. And the PPP refused. Barra Jagdeo consistently tells the media it is not feasible. Air Fanali says to the media it is not feasible. But guess what? When they're in political trouble and they realize because the numbers are not in their favor that they're gonna lose, then they come out and they want to give you 100,000 cash transfer. All of a sudden it becomes feasible. But hold on, HopeTown. You thought they give it because they love you? They had a strategy while they acquiesced to that demand. You know what it is? It is to capture your name, your phone number, and your address so that somebody could pick up the phone and say, hey, my name is Mr. XYZ. Do you love the PPP? Do you love the 100? What love? Hold on. What love do you have for us? Somebody's gonna call you now and remind you of the cash grant, but little do they know it was not them who wanted to give you the cash grant. It was the man who cared for you, who thought that it was better that you benefit from the natural resources of this country. Listen, HopeTown, you're from a village where slaves displayed resilience and they named this place for a better future. They anticipated in hope for a better future and a great life, and they named this place HopeTown. So you got to understand the grounds on which you are standing on. And let me tell you, because I'm going to sell you it, I tell people all the time, we look to Linden. This is to show you how much this government do not care. We look to Linden. The APNU, my friend, started the Linden Enterprise Network, distributing small loans to young men and young women. The PPP came to power. 300 million Guyana dollars languishing in an account. All they had to do was to put a board in place and operationalize that program. You know what that program was intended to do, HopeTown? That young lady who watched her grandmother and helped her mother cook, developed her culinary skills, and had a dream of opening a restaurant. She could have gone there, asked for loan, soft loan, low interest, and have her dream realized. They dashed that dream. The young barber who dreamed of stop cutting on this mother house and wanted his barber shop, he could have gone there and get a loan. But you know what? The PPP stopped it. And when the finance minister was asked the question, Why did you stop this program? Ladies and gentlemen, hear the pomposity and the ridiculousness of his answer. He looked at the journalists and hear what this astute, as they would say, an educated individual responded. He said, people were not paying back the loans, the fund was not revolving, and it made no sense. Well, hey, Mr. Finance Minister, I give you this response. Republic Bank lending money, people don't pay it back. Do Republic Bank stop lending money? Did they close down the bank? The same thing goes for GBTI. Did they close down the bank? So then why would a finance minister close down that program? You know why? Because people like you, in their minds, do not deserve a chance to prosper and to be wealthy. Hold on. And to add insult to injury, let me make this disclaimer. We go to Gaisuko, but before I tell you that, let me say, we love the sugar workers. They are our brothers and sisters in the struggle against oppression. But the PPP goes to Gaisuko, and they give them billions of dollars every year. Gaisuko loses that $1 billion like if you're pouring water in a bucket that has no bottom. Yet still Gaisuko unable to pay those billions. The government continues to give and give and give. So what is good for the goose must be good for the... So what? DJ. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. So tell me again, why did they stop the program? When you look at those two examples, it is clear, loud and clear for even the blindness to see that the PPP do not care. But come September the 1st, we have a presidential candidate and a prime ministerial candidate who believes in the bottom of their heart that Guyanese deserve to move from poverty to prosperity. And so young people, they continue to destroy your chances of success. And then they come to you after they would have given a couple of frills and say they love you. In 2015, it's important that you know, in 2014, the PPP came out with the cash grant program for school children. They labeled it a one-off cash grant. So when the APNU took over, there was no documentation for that program. You know why they give you one-off? Because they have no plan to give you it again in the future. That's why they say one-off. But you see, that's in the fine print. It's not big and brother. But when we got the power, what did the APNU do? We found a better program, 5 Bs, which saved parents $25,000 to $30,000 a month. You multiply $30,000 a month by 12 months, and you have $360,000 per year for school children. And so, this government, when it comes to you, the ordinary people, when it comes to the public servants, the police, it's like pulling teeth. You have to fight and fight and fight to get the basic from this government. Now they come, they say, when it comes to the public service, the president says, we're going to give increases in salary. Well, hear this. That is too shady. We have been consistently giving 5% and 3% and 4%. Aubrey Compton Norton has said definitively and certainly that in his first 100 days, public servants would receive 35%. We are not skirting. We are not skirting around the issue. This is a choice that is important to your future young people. This is not about loves and likes. Guyana, the international organizations have reported that this country loses 40% of its budget because of corruption and incompetence. The president comes out and say that we have to borrow money to fund the budget. In essence, the truth is this: we are borrowing and saddling our children with debt to fund inefficiency and corruption. But come September the 1st, the plans are already in place to root out corruption so that the monies that we lost can come to the people of our country. And what will we do? What will we do with those monies? What will we do with the monies that gone in the hands and in the pocket of friends, family, and favorites? When we go there, you know where it is going? We're not just giving you land, because land is a piece of paper. Cow disgrace for land. You know something? Let me tell you this story. You look at the big billboards. They say 50,000 house lots, promises delivered. What they didn't say on the billboard is that Miss Algo, who's a security guard, has worked tirelessly, sleeping sometimes on the job because she supervising them stresses out. She turn night to make it day. And Miss Algo saved the 500,000 only to end up at a place with a piece of paper. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year pass. Miss Algo can't have access to the land. Ask your money out your pocket. So the PPP, what they do? They give you a piece of paper, which is a title or an allocation letter. You're out of money and you can't use your land. Because you see, the thing about this, they have a land distribution policy. It's just the basic, but the APNU have a more stronger and deep policy. And that policy is land distribution. That policy is land distribution supported by rent to own plan. So that young people, and I tell people this, hold on, I like people hear what's saying. Listen, when we tell people rent to own, just like they say the cash grant wasn't feasible and suddenly became feasible when they're in political trouble, when they care about our rent to own, they say again, that is not feasible. These guys were enormous, not economists, enormous. They know nothing. They say that, but let me tell you our history. My grandmother, her name is Vera. She lived in West Steinfeld when her family had no time with her. You know what? Under Burnham, PNC, APNU, you could call it wherever, but it's one and the same. Listen to me. She lived in that home, a 2-bedroom house, $18 a month rent. And when she's finished, she paid $25,000 for that home. My mother was a beneficiary. I benefited from that and free education. So when we talk rent to own, we got a track record of delivering quality for people of Guyana. So listen. You can't style a stylist. So you can't be funny. No, this like the back of we hand. Because we did it before and we will do it. Now, Guyana, if you want to grow the PPP, HopeTown, if you want to grow the PPP, so you don't come to us. Then the president comes out, and because he saw our manifesto, and their manifesto fell flat on the ground, he went to let them, and he said, we'll give you 100,000 cash grant. And he told the indigenous people, we will give you a 100,000 transportation grant. So I tell him, hey, hold on, stop, back up. Numbers don't lie. Let me do the maths. APNU under Aubrey Compton Norton will first of all give school children $120,000. Hold on. You add to that 2 hot meals by 40 weeks, 5 days a week, and you run it out to 1,000, which is extremely cheap, and you get 200,000. That becomes $320,000. And HopeTown, if we add our transportation initiative to that, you are looking at a value that is going in excess of $450,000. That is what we will do. That is how people will grow. So I say this, and I don't want nice now, because this one is important. I want this get out to the young people. Young people, it is important that you know not only who cares for you, but who they are. Who they are. Aubrey Compton Norton, people pull him down. Reek with classism, boiling with disdain for poor people. They look at Aubrey Compton Norton and they sit on their high horses and they say, they dismiss his education, his political experience, his psychological prowess. And you know what they say? They say he does go online by Charlotte and Walk. They even went as far to degrade it and call it Bam Bam Ali. That is the disdain that these people have for ordinary people. That you can watch a leader, ground with his people, go to the fish shop, buy a Guinness, see the young man on the road, ask him he drinking lime with tea, hairy problems, and then you go look at the man and say, he's lime there. You know why they could say that? Because we gave them power. Not me, some of y'all, not me though. Y'all give them power. HopeTown, and you know what they do? They cock up in the Marriott and the Regency Hotel in Trinidad, and they're drinking Ciroc and all sorts of expensive vodka. And when they call for Malta that we buying for 300 on the road, they pay 1,500 with you money, and that is why they have the audacity to stand in front of you and tell you that your ordinary place of liming is derogatory. That is what they do, the aristocrats and the bourgeois. But you know what? Aubrey Compton Norton came from poverty. He came through poverty and stood in the middle class, uncorrupted. They have nothing against him. So I say to you, HopeTown, I say to you, HopeTown, that there is no presidential candidate in this race that is better positioned and suited to create policies and programs that can benefit you and take your lives from poverty to prosperity. One and only one, Aubrey Compton Norton and the APNU. Yes. And I asked, we were in Congress Place, and we are new to the game. So we said to him, round table, and that is the thing that fascinates me with Aubrey Compton Norton. I have never stood in a meeting with him, and he was at the head of the table. It is always in a circular. You know why? Because he doesn't put himself above people. And while we're having this discussion, listen to me. While we're having this discussion, we asked him, it didn't make much sense to us. You are middle class, very educated, married, you got your own home. You can go and work with any international organization because you're qualified. And this man looked at us and we said, Mr. Norton, why would you go through all the backbiting, the sidelining, the disrespect, and be involved in this? Tell us. And he looked at us, rock back in the chair. And he said, you think I want to be president? You think I want to be party leader? But if not me, then who? Who else is prepared to put themselves on the line and stand against the PPP and deliver to the young people of this country a quality life that they can be proud
And I knew in that moment and other moments that as a businessman, it's not about me, that I've made the right choice to affix myself to a leader who truly cares about people. And that is what you possess. So I charge you, young people, that these elections, there's a superpower that exists that you may not have discovered before. And let me tell you what it is. You see this index finger and the thumb? When you put the pencil between this and you go behind that box and you put your X at the top for APNU and you put it at the bottom for APNU right next to the palm, you are delivering to the PPP and its corrupt cabal, their kryptonite, and you will move them out of power and install a government that cares for you. For people, Guyana to grow, the PPP. Thank you very much, HopeTown. God richly bless you.
Make noise for Psycho Andrews. Yes.
There's a foreign gun, happy on your bum. There's a foreign gun, happy on your bum. There's a
HopeTown.
foreign gun, happy on your bum.
HopeTown.
Happy on your
You know. They tell me that the PPP is a party of Fs. It's a party of what? F. Friends, family, favorite. You know, I'm a teacher. And I would say if I had to grade the PPP, it's an F I would have given them to. Because when it comes to the economy, they fail. When it comes to keeping us safe, they fail. Even Guy Suko, they fail. They fail all the time. You know, the only thing they get an A+ in is corruption and thieving. Not true? So I want to say with Saiku tonight that come September 1st, I want us to F them. Listen to me. I want us to F them. I want us to forget them. I want us to flush them. I want us to fire them, finish them with our vote, but most importantly, free Guyana of the PPP. Now, we have a whole generation lined up waiting to support the APNU. A whole generation. And there's a whole lot on the line September 1st because we want our children to stay safe. You agree with me? And at this time, we're inviting a child of the APNU to come up here and do a dance for us. Give her your full support. Let's make some noise for Miss Silika Liverpool.
Sing whoa. Hear my plea, oh dear. A song for my life. Rose up early this morning to the sounds of crying. Another mother shedding her tears. Oh, yeah. Why all the pain and suffering? Why all the senseless killing? Could it be that nobody cares? Oh, no. So many sons lost in the slaughter. Blood running in the streets like water. A gun in hand knows no friend. No, warmongers selling death in my land, getting rich off the souls of we children. Can you tell me when will it end? How many more must carry this load? Oh, how many more? How many more? How many more? Before we trot down Zion Road. How many more? Sing wayo, 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 wayo. Heavenly Father, won't you hear my plea? Send a happy hand for the country.
My test. Make some noise for Miss Liverpool. HopeTown. HopeTown. Are we going to get another Fudgeny? I ain't hearing you. Are we going to get another Fudgeny? Are we going to get another Quindom Bacchus? We're going to get another Adriana Young? We don't want any more of that. No more of that. No more of the PPP. So who we voting for September 1st? We better be voting for APNU. Look, this next guy who's coming up here, he's felt the blunt of the PPP. They removed him from his office before his time was due. As a matter of fact, had he been where he should have been, our country would have been much safer. Our country would have been much safer. And so, tonight, I invite you to make some noise and welcome retired Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Paul Williams.
Well, nah, nah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nah, nah. I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit. Mr. Nothing in Babylon and represent the truth. Me nah go see a road and see bad things and keep me mouth from mute. I got a strong reggae beat with a mic in my hand to lead out the youths about a destruction and tell the people they should know right from wrong. We got the strength, we got the power to weather the
HopeTown, good night. HopeTown, good night. Listen to me. HopeTown, you get soft. You know why you get soft? Yes. No. Here what happened. You caused a little deposit of weakness last year. HopeTown, you got a rich history. Plantain, cassava, castor oil, and many others. From since then, they never decided that they're going to build a factory so you can refine and produce those things. But they're allowing them to be imported. And you have them right here. Why the PPPC did not think for the 5 years they're going to build a road from the backland to out here so you can able to bring out your produce? No, because they want to keep you right where you are. I know among you there are some others who feel that definitely they could have made an impact, but they all went for selfish gains and reasons. My brother, Pastor Franklin, who have done a very good job, I want to commend him because I'm saying that the Christian community, which is the largest social institutions and which is also the second institution in any society after the family that responsible for our upbringing and our direction and where we will go into the future in Guyana. Most of them are showing weakness because they are compromised. And you, the followers, need to open your eyes and see, because they are making sweet deals behind your back and still trying to hold you down to tell you that, here, don't worry, God is going to do this and God is going to do that. But let me tell you, HopeTown, faith without work is dead. So wake up. Wake up. Ecclesiastes says there's a season for everything. And this is a season for you to wake up. This is a season for you to palm out the PPPC. And this is a season for you to go and vote for your future. Proverbs 13:22 says, a good man will ensure that he leaves a legacy and inheritance for his generation and his children's generation and those to come. And still, we are slumbering and waiting to see what is happening. There's so many information coming your way every day. Every day, what is happening is not only what the members of APNU are saying, it's what you're seeing on social media. The truth is there. There's no longer you have to wait on the newspaper. Sometime while we're talking here, in another minute or second, you go to your WhatsApp, go to your YouTube, you're going to see something bad about this government. And yet still, some of you are still wondering. Some of you are still allowing yourself to be fooled. Wake up, HopeTown. No time to be fooled anymore. This is a serious, serious time. This election is serious business. And if we don't realize how serious it is, September 1st is going to come and pass, and you're going to be still there wondering. So please, it is time for you to wake up. Yesterday was the joint services voting. And there, from the GCOM, the regulation came out in terms of no use of cell phone in the polling stations. And yet still, members of the services decided to violate those regulations and still go in to the box, vote, take it out, and publish it. And what happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happens. Right in the polling station where I was as an agent for the APNU at Mabaruma, polling is going on. A rep from the UN was right there, permanently fixed there. And after the commander and his ranks finished voting, they went into his office. They stand on their post there with red cup in their hands, drink into their mouth, and send it out on social media. And polling is still taking place. Come on. What more you want to see? And that same commander is the man who had arrested a lawyer who turns a magistrate now when she went to Soku to advise her client not to give a statement. And he arrested her wrongfully, unlawfully, and the court ruled that his action was unjustified, unlawful, and also awarded the victim a sum of money. But yet still, he was not disciplined. The same person who charged Paul Slow to attend court, Paul Slow turned up in the court, and still he's want to effect an arrest for the same matter that he is in the court for. And nothing happens. That man is in receipt of 2 promotions. He's being promoted to superintendent. Now he's being promoted to senior superintendent. And that is the man who did such a blatant publication, and nothing happens. Therefore, what is the message that is being sent to our juniors? Follow the leader, because nothing is going to happen to you. And you want a government like this for another 5 years who are begging you for a chance to tell me to see exactly what is going to happen to you? HopeTown, that is what you want? We need to understand these things. We need to understand these things. Listen to me. They may bring stories to you But people can tell you, along the coast and other places, you may not feel the blunt of what people are feeling in Golden Grove. Along the coast, for those men who were arrested on the day of Adriana Young's autopsy, who went out there and protest, they were all setups. They were all setups. Because why? Those events could have been prevented, but they chose not to because they want to ensure they can show the world and the public who are the people, are the criminals, who are the people violating the laws, and who are the people not to be trusted in order to lead you. That is what they're trying to bring to you, that you don't have leaders in us. You only have leaders in them. So that is why you make that choice. They continue to violate you. They're going to rape your daughters, go to the police, pay money, call you and settle and go. They're going to knock down your children. Police involved, they're going to pay money and they're going to go. But you, who innocently may have done or involved in something, you don't have no justice to get. You will have to go, languish, and sit and wait in the prison until the court has made a determination there is not enough evidence to convict you. And talk about it is about 5 years, 3 years, and all those times you're spending in there. When the man is away, his home left open, unprotected. His wife now have to go in search of a job, and you know what is waiting for you? A security job. And when you go to the security job, your children left unattended. Eventually, what is there in front of you? Teenage pregnancy. Your son gone smoking, and they gone involved in crime. So from delinquency to criminality. And come on, you still slumbering? Y'all need to understand what is happening, where it is going, what more you want to see. And still, some of you are masquerading and palavering with these people and say how they're good and all these things. Listen to when they speak. You hear anytime they say anything about you're going to get justice? You hear they said anytime you're going to get equity or equality? Nowhere. All they're telling you, give you next term and give you more roads and more houses and more land and these things. What about the people? What about the people? I heard a man made a good analogy. Yes, you're going to give me good roads. But then the police going to come and shoot me down and I might never get to walk on the road. You're going to give me more land. But yes, still a man going to go up on it. And when I show him he got paper, me and he going to get wrong and the police going to say, there's a private matter and the man killed me and I even get the land. People, y'all understand what is happening. And there is no other party at this time to take you into the future. APNU is the way for you to vote coming September 1st. HopeTown. I've served 38 years as a policeman. My first commanding officer is Mr. Webster. You know Coconut Isle father. I work under him. I heard Gordon Webster. And you can ask him, because I heard he's still alive, he's back from the US and he's in HopeTown here. You can ask him. I work with Jackson. Jackson, who was outrider for the president. All those guys I work with. HopeTown, you've produced good people. The Semples, the Thompsons, Lloyd Joseph, attorney at law, Peter Breton, attorney at law, and there are so many other good people among you. But listen to me, their future are being stymied because why? This government has no system in place for persons like you. For persons like you, persons who seeking scholarship, you ask them the agony what they have to go through, and they will never get it. But there are other persons who are getting it through the back door. They're telling you, listen to me, why you want a scholarship overseas? We got gold scholarship. Gold scholarship? Gold is no good. Gold is not recognized nowhere else but in Guyana. Let me tell you, don't be fooled. Look, a big scandal came out as it relates to gold. And the school or the university in the UK, which they were using as intermediary, came out clearly and said, listen to me, we have no connection to this program. We have no connection to this program. So all the time our people were being fooled. And some people can tell you they have to wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to go in online and they have persons talking to them with language that they don't even understand. And now they're telling you that is the best thing they have to offer you. And listen to me, the gold scholarship, I don't even think has the deep sanction of the University of Guyana to the extent where they can able to pen that authority to say it is good and suited and fit as their program in comparison to the same level. Y'all could take the chance, not me. I'm not taking that chance. I'm not taking that chance. I know I've graduated from the University of Guyana 3 times, and I use all 3 of those certificates or qualification to be accepted into schools and universities overseas. So you try with your goal if you want to take chance. HopeTown, this government has brought us to a society of taking chances. Every morning when you wake up, there is nothing positive and sure what you're going to do. You're just thinking about chances. And one way I'm going to prove it to you. The Vice President, in his Thursday conference or presentation, he said that there are numerous jobs out there in the industry of constructions and dealing with roads and all these things. But we do not have the skilled people to occupy those jobs. The reason why we don't have the skilled persons, because they have failed us from since 1992 all the way to present. They have taken away all the skilled schools, the community eyes that were geared to give you both academic and skill has been taken away. National service has been taken away. So you check to see from then to now how many school dropouts we're having, because indeed, definitely, some of us cannot cope theoretically, but we may be good in our skills, in arts, but we're not given the opportunity. We have some good youths who are even capable of going into arts in terms of singing, dancing, and those things, even into sports, but where does that opportunity being available for them? All those things are blocked out. Is there a good playground in HopeTown? Nowhere. You go and check throughout the entire course. All the playgrounds are totally in bad state. They are going to attempt to say they're going to do something, disrupt it, and leave it just like that. Why? Because they wanted to bring our youths to that level where they cannot exhibit their skills, where they cannot be seen and recognized internationally. But if you're so interested in cricket, yes, that is good, because you could be a part of the CPL, which is their baby and what they love. So there's nothing anymore but what you love and what you're capable of doing. They're bringing you into the direction that they want. And HopeTown, you have to wake up and you have to stop it. And that is why you have the powers in your palms. Coming September 1st, you go and place the X next to the palm, both top and bottom. And let us get rid of this wicked government. Our young people waking up every day and all they're thinking about is lashing a pot at Superbet. That is their place of employment, Superbet. I'm telling you, some people are even experiencing problem that they're sending them out to purchase things and they're going to Superbet for gamble with the money. Some of the women can tell you the child father, the husband or so left home to go to the market or the shop to buy something and they're going to Superbet. When they come back home, that is what causing domestic problems. That's what causing domestic problems. Because No goods, no food. No money, no food. And yet still, you want to be bullied. HopeTown, we have a good plan for you. We're going to change your lives. It's not only about roads, schools, hospital, and all those things. Those are things that a government is entitled to do. They must do. Those things are not favors. Those things are what you're entitled to. And we're going to ensure that we put you first. People's first. That is our motto. And that remains stand and resolute from the time we go into office September 2nd throughout the entire term, and dare any other term follow after. So I'm appealing to you, HopeTown. Do not make that mistake. This is not a time to gamble with your votes. Some people are saying they're going to take a chance with win. You can't take a chance with win at this time. Win cannot win. Win cannot win. So if our intention is for APNU to win this election, you cannot take chances with nobody else. Nobody else. HopeTown, you're farmers. And I've said it before. If you go in this yard and you find a plantain sucker that produce nice plantain, when you take those little stubs from that plant and you carry it to your other yard and you plant it, what are you going to get? Not the same plantain? Good. So when the lead of wind come out from the PPP and you go to farm wind, what are you going to get? All right. So come on. This is clear. We're supposed to see this. We're supposed to see this very clear as that. So HopeTown, I'm appealing to you. This is not about time of taking chances. This is time of certainty. This is the last train to Guyana. Don't miss this train. Our young people need not be afraid. We're going to take care of you. We have a future plan for you. We will ensure that you're fully equipped, skills and knowledge, retooled, and even given stipend and money to have you ready, fully prepared, and to get you fully occupied, that you can able to earn your livelihood and to provide for yourself and your future generation. No longer you'll be languishing on the road waiting for a contract for clean a drain. No longer you'll be languishing on the road waiting looking for see who got little cement work for going to turn a little speed. No longer those things will be happening. You will become contractors. You will become engineers. You will become electricians. You will become carpenters and joiners. We're going to equip you with the skills that you can able to make meaningful contribution to this society and help to make Guyana better and stronger. Speaking to my police ranks, I see many of you out there. 80% or thereabout of the ranks now who are remaining in the force is persons who I've trained. And I want to say to you, what this government has done, the president has inserted himself into the operation and function of the Guyana Police Force by usurping the function of the Commissioner of Police and also the Police Service Commission when it comes to that promotion. A lot of persons are being promoted, but yet still, there are lots of them who should have been promoted are not. And that of itself creates problems among the ranks and file. But the government doesn't care about that because why? It makes it feels those who are being promoted are more favorable, and the feel with those who are more favorable is the ones who are going to vote for them. But let me tell them, you lie, you're being fooled. You're being fooled because they know better. Those ranks know better. And let me tell them, don't be afraid. Some of them are telling you, but when AP and you come in, we're going to take back your rank. Well, I give you that assurance, your rank wouldn't be taken away. You'll be trained and fully prepared to deliver to the rank that they give you. And you're going to ensure that you can be able to come out and serve your society in a well-professional manner and build back that public trust. So no ranking going to be taken away. The PPP want you. They want you, but we need you. We need you. Because when all those housing schemes and other places open up, you have to have police stations. So we need you. We know where we're going to place you, and we know how we're going to utilize you. So we want you. We need you. So don't be afraid. And I'm calling upon you to come September 1st. Not because of the promotion you're going to behave unprofessional. Behave professional. Behave professional. See the right things. See the right things. Don't take instructions and come and do stupidness. Do the right things. And also, for those in the private security, stay out of this business. Stay out of this business. You have no place here. Ensure that you tell your boss and them you have to vote on election day. Don't let them prevent you from going and vote and got you involved in stupidness. Stay clear. And people, as I said, faith without work is dead. HopeTown, come out and vote in your numbers and ensure that you prepare and ready to protect and to defend your vote by all means necessary. So, come September 1st, do not let down our leader, Aubrey Compton Norton. He is the man. Don't let down Miss Jaretta Finance. She is the woman. Don't let down Ganesh Mai Paul. He is another man. Don't let down all of us. Don't let down Vince Roy. All those are people who stood up for you and will continue to stand up down. I will stand for you too. God bless you. See you.
Thank you. Make some noise for former Deputy Commissioner, Dr. Paul Williams. Comrades, tonight, we continue with the program. Make some noise and put some flag in the air. The Prime Ministerial candidate is here. And comrades, at this time, we want to bring your very own, the man who represents this region, the West Coast Berbice. Make some noise as we welcome my brother, Vince Roy Jordan!
You see that man there? He ain't watching no face. He walking in every place, from the schemes to the estates. Oh, brave, he there for all our way. Hey. Everywhere I go, I hear the same story. Young people fed up fighting just to see glory. School done, but no job in reach. Bills I can't even buy bleach. But let me tell you something true.
HopeTown! Region 5! Make some noise! We're alive tonight! Region 5! Let me get to the point. Let me get to the point. We have an election to win.
We have a region to win, and win we must. You didn't hear me tonight. I say we have an election to win. We have a region to win, and win we must. We have a mission. We have a mission, Region 5. And I want you to know that this mission and this target that we have, it is achievable. We are just 3,500 votes away from unseating the People's Progressive Party Civic from the administration of Region number 5. And I believe that we can do it. This is the time for us to do it. We must arise now, Region 5. And hear me, Region 5. We got Aubrey, and we got Jurita. We got Aubrey, Jurita, Ganesh, and a competent team. Region 5, we have had enough of the People's Progressive Party Civic. We have had enough of this government and its discriminatory ways. We have had enough of the corruption. We have had enough of the marginalization. We have had enough of this government's friends, families, and favorites nonsense. It is time for them to be sent packing. And when we vote on the 1st of September, we are voting to send the People's Progressive Party Civic packing. Region 5. Region 5. Hear me tonight. We cannot make any mistake. I saw earlier today a post made by 007. You know the man. I know the man. We know the man. And he's asking whether or not we will win Region 5 or whether the PPP will win Region 5. But let me tell you something. We have the numbers, Region 5. But what we have to do is to come out, show up, and palm them out. We can't win this election at home. We gotta come out, we gotta show up, and we gotta palm them out. We have enough reasons. Region 5, we have enough reasons not to vote for the People's Progressive Party Civic. The People's Progressive Party Civic, they are the very people who from the brink of taking government, they killed our sons, and we cannot afford to vote for the People's Progressive Party Civic. Hear me when I say Region 5. Hear me, Region 5. When we vote Joel and Isaiah, their bloods are on the ballot. When we vote, Harry Singh's blood is on the ballot. And so when we make the choice, Region 5, we have to make the choice wisely. How can we go back? How can we go back? I say to you, Region 5, I see us as Moses leading the people out of Egypt. I see us knowing that there is prosperity on the other side. I see the PPP behind us. And I see that when we come out and vote as one, the waters will come tumbling on the People's Progressive Party Civic, and we will make it through to victory. We can do this. Region 5. No, I don't want us to be complacent. A lot of noise could be made here tonight. A lot of noise, a lot of shouting, a lot of dancing. But hear me, we gotta get back home. And we got serious business to take care of. We gotta ensure that every single young man, young woman, old woman, make it to the polling station. Whether it is by the hook or the crook, we are voting come the 1st of September. No mistake. No mistake. Let me tell you something, Region 5. Let me tell you something. This government is the most uncaring government. This government is the most wicked and corrupt government. When you can have a government that looked the parents of Joel and Isaiah Henry, looked at Granny in her face and said to her that she would get justice for harassing. On she dying bed, Granny asked the PPP for justice, and today both mothers died. Harris' grandmother died, and still not, they didn't receive justice. No stone was turned, and in order for us to get justice, we have to turn the stones on the 1st of September, and turning the stone means that we will vote for APNU. We will vote for Aubrey Norton, and we will send the PPP back in. Now I understand what it feels like to be hurt when you lose a loved one. But it is even more devastating when people think that they can just murder our children cold-blooded. I remember that night, that dreadful Sunday evening, when we went to Cotton Tree and we brought out those two young men. When I hit their bodies, they were knocking like a piece of board because their bloods were drained. And tonight I say to you, comrades and friends, we cannot forget the day the People's Progressive Party Civic killed our children. Keon Fortuné is on the ballot. Quindon Bacchus is on the ballot. Orin Boston is on the ballot. Adriana Young is on the ballot. So because they are on the ballot, we cannot vote for the People's Progressive Party Civic. Let me tell you something, Region 5. I mean business. And I know some people, they're contemplating. You're not here, but others are contemplating whether they will go blue. But I have one question for those who are thinking about going blue. Where was Asradin when the Henry boys were murdered? Where was Asradin when Quindon Bacchus was murdered? Where was Asradin when Orin Boston was murdered? Where was Asradin? And I announce to you tonight, Asradin was in the belly of the beast, the wicked, stink, and dirty People's Progressive Party Civic. And I dare And I dare say to you tonight, my friends and family, I don't know about you, but I still believe with all the footsie that Azruddin playing, I still believe his heart right there in the belly of the beast. So a vote for Azruddin is a vote for the People's Progressive Party Civic. Don't make that mistake. We cannot go back. We cannot make the mistake. We cannot make that mistake. Region 5, we have an important task. When you talk about corruption, the People's Progressive Party Civic, they are chief on corruption. And when you look across Guyana, we not only lose our monies in those substandard work that they are doing, but we lose our monies. We lose almost 30% and more of our budgetary allocation annually to corruption. And I'm saying to you tonight that if we would have lost over the last 5 years at a rate of 40% corruption, money's gone to corruption. It is only a few months ago that Azruddin stepped aside from the same corruption. So when things get bad, you run and come trying to fool people. But I want to say to us clearly tonight, one message, Region 5, don't split your votes. You cannot afford to split your votes. The only party we must vote for is the APNU, no other party. Hear me? Hear me? See, I got great respect for the presidential candidate, so I want to get out or get off of this stage. This wicked People's Progressive Party Civic. I stood in the National Assembly for 5 years, and we talk and talk and talk. And some things that we asked for Region 5, we never got it. But I want to talk about one thing. You see that hospital that they built? You and I know that that was a coalition project. You know that it was designed to be built at Unvoact. And you know that the People's Progressive Party Civic, the health minister, they don't know geography. As a matter of fact, they don't like read. They don't like study. And so they built the hospital in a place called Narstighyde. But I figure it's because some of them can't spell nor pronounce the word, so they name it Bath Regional Hospital. Nonsense! Nonsense! But hear me. Hear me, Region 5. We don't have a problem with them building the hospital. But if you're building an hospital for our people, then you must build one that can function. You hear me? And let me tell you there is past people in Region 5. Those wicked jagabats brought over 30 Bangladeshi nurses, medical professionals to work at that hospital. If you didn't know, you know tonight. And they are paying them far more than they are paying our local nurses. I am saying to you that when you vote for an APNU government, you are voting so that we can return fair treatment to all our public servants by giving to them 35% increase in their wages and salaries and ensuring that they have jobs across Guyana.
and no foreigner must come and take their place. Further to that, we intend to raise the tax threshold to $400,000, and that therefore means that all of you who fall below $400,000 will no longer be paying taxes on your salaries. That is how you put the people first. But hear me, at the very hospital, they have 3 operating theaters. 3. And the hospital opened just about a month ago. And today, not one surgery was performed in the hospital. They don't have the medical personnel to work in the hospital. We gotta vote and vote this incompetent government out of office. And so Region 5. I want to leave you by saying, you have watched with us. You have prayed with us. Some of you cry with us. Some of you hold your head with us. Some of you burn your belly with us. I'm saying to you tonight, Region 5, if you could have done it for 5 years, I'm saying to you, you can do it for 8 more days, and you can vote and vote resoundingly for change. Vote for Aubrey Norton. Vote for Dorita Finance. Vote for Ganesh Maipal. Vote for Vince Roy Jordan, and vote for yourself. I love you, Region 5. We must send the People's Progressive Party Civic packing.
This one reached out to hear for a jog the yo, PPP. This one reached out to all the leaders and the medias. Guyanese them fed up, PPP them mess up. Them a deal with the people them shut up. Guyanese them fed up, PPP them mess up. Them want see the youths. Guyanese ops the leader. Here for who is danger of the Guyanese. Them are so far. Here for no love the country. Have the money them after. And them giving the citizens them holy quarter. PP take 75% and a lava. Disconnect the light and chop off the water. PP have the Guyanese a clean the gutter. Remind them son and take care of them daughter. PP read the budget, $6 trillion. Guyanese, they and them still lost over. Guyanese, them fed up. Guyanese people mad, angry, disgust of the PPP. Guyanese voting, APNU, giving Guyanese a full taste of the DYE oil money. Huh. Thank you. Make some noise, Region 5, for your very own, my brother, Vince Roy Jordan. And Region 5, I say to you tonight, that is the type of leadership that you will be electing on September 1. This will be your minister of government representing your region. The moment is here. The woman is here. Region 5, on September 1, you are about to elect the first female indigenous prime minister of Guyana. Make some noise for Dorita Finance!
We run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Girls, who run the world? 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 Girls, who run this mother?
HopeTown, good night. Good night, HopeTown. We are 9 days away. 9 days away. We have come far. We have endured the PPP from 2020 to now, but we are 9 days away from kicking them out of the door from public office. We
country. We are 9 days away from saying goodbye to the corrupt PPPC. HopeTown, we are 9 days away and every single second matters. I want to talk to you seriously tonight because every second matters of these 9 days that we have left. This is no joke. When we come out here, we gather, we listen to the messages, and then we go back home. I am telling you here tonight that we cannot rest until the PPP is out of office. When we leave here tonight and we go home, we are counting the days. We have a plan that we are going day 1, we're going to our neighbors. Day 2, you're going to your cousins. Day 3, you're going to your siblings. Day 4, you're checking on your friends. We're making sure that everybody coming out to the polls on the 4th of September because that is the only way we are going to win this election. HopeTown, are you ready to be in government? Are you ready to elect Aubrey Compton Norton as the president of this country? We are 9 days away from putting you first. This is real empowerment, people-centered development. And this is what we've been talking about for such a long time. I want to tell you here tonight, when we talk about corruption, a lot of times persons go out there and they, you grow weary of it, everybody corrupt. But I want you to understand something here tonight, HopeTown. As I travel across the entire country, one thing is common in every single administrative region. People are living in poverty in an oil-rich country, and that is a fact. We travel through this country, and you know what we see? Mothers with their babies in their hands. They don't have money to feed their own little children. That is a PPP government for you. You know, when we talk about corruption, some people believe if they get in a little blight here or a little blight there, then they could sit back and play blind eye. I want to tell them here tonight that when corruption is high, you know what else is high? Poverty is high when corruption is high. So when we think about the PPP and the corruption that they have, we should understand that people are starving in this country because they are stealing your money. These are some serious times, and we've got to understand how serious it is. I saw my colleague, Vince Roy Jordan, he stood up here and he spoke to you with passion. I want to tell you something about Vince Roy. Probably he never told you before. Vince Roy went to Parliament and we were looking at the budget and they asked Vince Roy to question the Minister of Agriculture on the budget, and Vince Roy came in, and Vince Roy is always prepared. He came in with his suit. He was ready. He had his jacket intact. He had his briefcase in hand. And when Vince Roy was done with the Minister of Agriculture, they were so embarrassed that the minister went and dismantled every single WhatsApp group he has, because he said somebody in this group has to be giving Vince Roy this information. He cannot understand that Vince Roy can outsmart him and the entire PPP administration. That is a quality of leadership that comes from region number 5, and you must be proud of him. When we talk about governance and government, we're not just talking about any haphazard kind of leadership. We're talking about quality leaders. When we talk about putting people in place that is going to be making sure that you get the resources, we're not going to IFLOT University to get persons. We are getting people that are qualified, capable, competent, and ready to hit the ground running to make sure that you benefit from the resources of this country. You must be proud of the people that we have. Let me tell you this. We have some persons saying that they want to be president of this country. We have a current president that has failed Guyana on every level. He has failed every single administration. He has made sure that he became the worst president in the history of the PPP administration. Irfan Ali should not even be a name in your household. We are going to wipe those names from the slate of history by making sure that we put in competent leadership. We are going to make sure that our children forget who these people were, because we are going to be putting in persons that are going to be doing an exceptional job. I want to tell you this tonight, that Aubrey Norton is no easy person. When Aubrey Norton steps forward, they get afraid of him. They go forward. Right about now, Aubrey Norton has the PPP running crazy in every single region in this country. They go out there and they try to put little jobs here and there. But the fact remains that because of the leadership of Aubrey Norton, they are running crazy, spending billions of dollars, hoping that they can convince you that they care more about you. But the people of Guyana will speak on the 4th of September, and they will speak resoundingly and say that the only person they believe that can manage this country and make sure that ordinary Guyanese benefit from the resources is Aubrey Norton and the APNU coalition that is represented by the palm of the hand. We are going in on the 1st of September and we are voting resoundingly for an administration that puts people first. We've got to be smart as a people. What are we going to be doing when we get into office? You know, speaker after speaker come forward here and they speak about the things that we're going to be doing. And I think sometimes we miss the magnitude and the gravity of some of these things we're talking about. We are saying that within the first 100 days in office, we are going to be raising the minimum wage to $200,000. That is by no chance a small thing. It is exceptional. And we are saying that because we speak for the ordinary Guyanese, and the APNU coalition is the only party that we can say is a party for the people of this country. We are the people's party. When we talk about senior citizens, you would remember the $100,000. The $100,000 that we had to fight the PPP administration to give to you. We had to go and force them to give you the money. And when they give it to our senior citizens, they had them in long lines. We are saying that we are not going to give you $100,000. I'm speaking to the senior citizens here. We're not going to give you it once a year. We are going to give you it every single month. And we are not going to require you to stand in no long line, in no song. We are going to make sure that you receive those money in a dignified manner. We respect our senior citizens in this country. When we talk about our children, our little children in school, we have a government right now that they're giving some money to children that are in school. They're giving money to children that are in school, but they're not considering the children that are 2 years old, 3 years old. They haven't reached school ages yet. We're saying that that is a flaw in the system. So when we talk about giving money to our children, we are talking about giving money from children from birth right through secondary school, $120,000 every single year. We're not just going to be doing that. We're going to make sure that your children are given 2 hot meals every day in school. And we will not give them the nonsense that they are getting right now under the current leadership in education. We will treat our children with the respect that they deserve, because that is what a people-centered administration does. We care for people. We care for our children. But most importantly, when it comes to our children, and I speak as a mother, when it comes to our children, we are going to make sure that our children are safe in this land. We are going to make sure that our daughters are safe in Guyana. And the only way for your daughters to be safe in Guyana is for you to vote out the PPP administration. The only way. We are going to vote out the administration that has blood on their hands, and that is a fact. We're going to vote out an administration that does not care about giving justice to anyone. We are going to vote out the administration that cares about absolutely no one that does not have money in their pocket. We are going to make sure that the people that does not have money in their pockets today, in the next 5 years, you will be business owners. You will be empowered. You will receive quality scholarship. You will be the ones that persons have to look to and respect. That is the governance that we're providing to our people. I want to tell you this tonight, and I'm going to get quiet for this one. When we talk about leadership, when you look at your little children, you look at your little children in your homes, your grandchildren, and you look them in the eyes, and you think about the future that you want for them. And I can tell you this tonight. You should not want to raise your children in a country in which they have to run behind people and hope they get a little frack. People that live in mansions in this country, people that drive the luxury vehicles in this country. We will not raise our children to have to beg behind any of those persons, because we will be raising children under the APNU coalition government, and our children will be empowered to do great in this life. We are going to raise our children under the leadership and the presidency of Aubrey Compton Norton, because we trust him to make sure that our children are safe. We trust him to make sure that our children are cared for. We trust him to make sure that our children get a quality education. This is the leadership of the man that I am proud to stand alongside. HopeTown, we are taking this home on the 1st of September. We are going to make sure that at the end of the 1st of September, we are moving in style, because we will feel empowerment as a people. After the 1st of September, we will be going to the public servants and knocking on their doors. And we will be telling them that you do not have to hide anymore. You do not have to be afraid anymore. You can come out, because the government that has suppressed you, the government that has victimized you, the government that has put you in a situation that you feel that you have lost all sense of dignity is no more. You're going to rap on those doors of the public servants, and you will say, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. HopeTown, we are 9 days away And this is not a message that I bring to you lightly. We are 9 days away. It means that every single voice matter, every single boots on the ground matter right now. Every single person, you are a political representative in this country right now. Every single person that is going to the polls on the 1st of September, I nominate each and every one of you here tonight as political activists, because all of you have to go out and you have to bring this home. You have to bring it home for us. I nominate our young people tonight. You have to bring this home for yourselves. We have young people, 18 to 24 years old. Persons going out there and they're believing to themselves that their vote doesn't matter. I have a message for you tonight. When it comes to young people, 18 to 24, your vote is among the most important vote in this country. Let no one give you the impression that your vote does not matter. And I say to you, I am not here telling you to come and vote for us. I am here to bring a message to the young people in HopeTown that on the 1st of September, you are going out. You are voting like a boss, because you are voting for yourselves when you vote for the APNU coalition. Young people here tonight, when you go out on the 1st of September, you are going to be voting to make sure that you are afforded the opportunity to get a free house lot. You will be voting to make sure that you are afforded the opportunity to own your own home. Young people, you will not be left behind. You will not be put in a situation in which you have to beg behind any government. You know, I see some little videos every now and again of somebody saying, oh, they're going to go and endorse the current administration, and I want to talk to that. Persons going online, and you would swear that they receive a bag. You would swear that the PPP niced them up so that they're going and do that. And I could tell you here tonight, I spoke to some of those persons. And all they have received from the PPP administration is a promise that if they go out and say that they're supporting them, that they may give them something. I am saying to young people tonight, stand up with pride, stand up with dignity, respect yourself, and do not allow anyone in the PPP administration to come and make no fool of you here in this country. We are voting them out. The resources of this country belong to you, the people. The resources of Guyana belong to you, the people. I think sometimes we forget that as a people. When you're driving on the road and the PPP ministers coming through, blazing through traffic with a siren, as though they are better than you, I tell you here tonight that they are not better than you. You are the ones that have the power, and that power resides in your vote. You are the most powerful on the 1st of September when you go to the polls. I am asking you here tonight to gather yourselves in large groups. I'm asking you tonight to consolidate the power that you already have. And I am telling you tonight that when you come together and you bring your votes together and you use your strongest voice, your vote, you will be empowering yourselves. Let us go forward and empower ourselves. And as we are 9 days away, as we are 9 days away from liberation, I want to tell you this tonight. Anybody that is was considering giving your vote to another small party, I tell you this tonight. I went to several regions and I had the same conversation, but I'm going to refer to a conversation I had with someone in region 1. And he said, you know, Miss Finance, we all on the same side. We all want the PPP to come out of office. And everybody that spoke to him said, yeah, man, yeah. When he told me that, you know, we're all on the same side because we all want the PPP out of office, I said, no, we're not. We are not on the same side. We are not on the same side because anyone that wants to see the back of the PPP will not come to the base of the APNU to solicit your vote, to take away from the opportunity to remove the PPP from office. So they are not on your side. We are not the same. We want them out of office. No one that wants the PPP out of office will come to you when they know you are not a supporter of the PPP to try to solicit your vote. If they want the PPP out of office, they will go to the PPP strongholds and break that base and leave our base alone. We have to stand strong and keep our votes together. This is serious business. We're not the same. We represent very, very different things. We represent, you know, when I put this green shirt on, I spoke to some people about this green. And I told them that this green has a history of representation for people. This green has a history of making sure that your needs are taken care of before any other need. If you go to any region in this country, you would realize that from the inception of the PNC, it has been people-centered in every single policy that it put forward. And I can tell you here tonight that the only party that has managed to bring together true leadership from every single region, the only party that has managed to bring together the most diverse list of candidates, the only party that is not bringing forward persons just to put them there as a show is the APNU. The APNU is the only party going to the 2025 election with a slate of people that can cater for the entire Guyana, and that is something that you need to be proud of. When you go to the polls on the 1st of September, you're voting out a list of things. When you go to the polls on the 1st of September, you are voting out an administration that brings chicken smuggled over the border and put it in the ambulance that is supposed to be transporting sick people. They must go. That is corruption. When you go to the polls on the 1st of September, you are voting out the administration that every single time they are in office, we have large shipments of cocaine passing through Guyana. That is what we are going to the polls to vote out. We are going to the polls on the 1st of September, and we are going to be voting out the middleman that goes to the vice president living room to conduct business, corrupt businesses in this country. Because every meeting that they have, every corrupt conversation that they have takes away from the money that you should be getting as a people. When you go to the polls on the 1st of September, you are going to be voting for empowerment of young people. You are going to be voting for safety for your children. When you go and you vote for the PAM and the APNU coalition, you are going to vote to secure a future for yourselves, that you are living well and that your life will be a reflection of an oil-rich country come after September the 1st. We have 9 days to go, but 9 days is enough. 9 days is enough to get us to where we need to be. 9 days is enough for you to go and do what you need to do. And I say to you tonight, as I close off here, I say this to you. When you leave here, you're taking a message with you. You are taking this message, and if you forget every single thing that I said here tonight, I want you to remember this. When you leave here tonight, you will remember the PPP is corrupt, and the more corrupt they are, the more impoverished the country is. That's the first thing you're going to remember. The second thing you're going to remember is that the APNU coalition will be making sure that they take care of you, your children, your elderly parents. They're going to make sure that you're financially empowered. We are going to make sure that young people get access to housing. Those are important things for you to remember. But the most important thing that you will remember when you leave here tonight is that when you go to the polls on the 1st of September and you look at that ballot and you see the top and you see the bottom, you are blinded to any obstruction that is going to keep the PVP in office, and you are all going to see the only pathway to get the PPP out of office, and that is by voting for the PAM. We're voting for the PAM at the top of the ballot. We're voting for the PAM at the bottom of the ballot. We have to win this nationally, and we have to win this regionally. Region 5, when you go to the polls on the 1st of September, you are going to be voting resoundingly for the APNU coalition. We are palming it up. We're going to be getting rid of the PPP. We're going to be empowering ourselves, our children. We are going to be voting for our people-centered development policy. And I say this, when you go to the Palms, as I leave this stage here tonight, you are going to go to the polls. When you go to the polls, on the 1st of September, you are going to be electing Aubrey Compton Norton, and a new day will rise on the 2nd of September, a day in which all our people will be empowered, a day in which you will be free from victimization, because you will have a leader, a president that cares about you, the people of this country. Thank you, HopeTown. You are an amazing crowd. You are amazing.
Them other party, no. In a real life. Them other party, no. Them other party need to run west. That Guyana a say, so we tired for hungry. Them other party just a mash up the country from 92 to 2015, so rough. Enough struggles Guyana face under the other party in a real life. In a real life, from 92 to 2015, the struggles did high in a real life. In a real life, from 2020 to 25, them come with more lies in a real life. In a real life, when some other party reach out and I live big life, Guyanese can't buy a pint of rice. Well, them other party make Guyanese and happy can't buy a pound of rice or mackerel.
Thank you. Region 5, make some noise for your Prime Minister. You know, comrades, Prime Minister Finance spoke some things, and she mentioned about the blue people. I want to remind you tonight about an individual by the name of Brian Tiwari, BK. How many of y'all remember BK? And when the APNU was in government, BK was front and center with us. Y'all saw BK a few mornings ago. And what did BK say to the media? I never left the PPP. I always been with the PPP. I remember that. So we say that to say to you tonight, be mindful of people who currently have issues with the PPP. Because when they come and get your vote, then 2 mornings after, they turn up and tell y'all, I never left the PPP. Be careful. Comrades, we have a special cultural item. The APNU has candidates that are multitask. Not only as a businessman, but he's also an international singer-songwriter. He spoke to you earlier as a politician. Welcome back on stage, world-renowned international gospel artist, Mr. Saiku Andrew, DJ.
DJ. Me tell them nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows but Jesus and me. Nobody knows the pain that I feel. Nobody but them pillow on me. Say my life don't pretty like them cuts for a synthesizer. It was an easy night. It never pretty like the girls from Hollywood inside. But them criticize. Well, my world was a doggy dog. Me voting AAP and you in me yard. Jesus, call up.
Make some noise for Psycho Andrews. And of course, you know, once you're doing any shopping in Georgetown, you go into Andrews Supermarket, okay? Make some noise. Friends, we are at the point of the program in which we will bring the man who will remedy the issues we have in this country. And as Jarita said to you earlier tonight, it is upon each and every single one of you out here tonight, or where you can hear our voices. You have to speak to every single eligible voter in the next coming days to ensure that they vote correctly. Make no mistake, comrades. There are only two political movements in these elections that will form the next government. Only two. One is what we're getting rid of, and the APNU is the one that will replace them. So if your young people or anyone believe that they're experimenting, if you give your vote to any other political party other than the APNU, you are voting for the PPP. Let me break it down for you. If you vote for Azadine Mohammed and the Win Party, you are voting for the PPP. If you vote for Amanza Walton Desir, you are voting for the PPP. Because as I mentioned to you, the only political movement that could form the next government is the APNU. Vote any other way, you're voting for the PPP. Make some noise as we welcome the next president of the Republic of Guyana, Obi Compton Norton!
That is the greatest. No matter what you're going through, count your blessings, yeah. Well, today is a new day. All praises to the Lord, me see if I'm sanctified. Nah, make them stress me. Me a whole a vibe. We make boom teeth.
Good evening, HopeTown. Good evening, Region 5. Good evening, all Guyana. You know, the PPP believe they have power, but power rests in your hands. It is you who have power. When you take that mark and make that X next to the palm, you will be exercising the power to get rid of the People's Progressive Party. When you mark that X, you are voting for yourself. You are voting for your freedom. This corrupt government has removed many of our freedoms. This corrupt government is forcing 10-day workers to go to their activities. That is wrong. This corrupt government is fooling 10-day workers and telling them the APNU will get rid of you. I say this to you, an APNU government will increase your income from 40,000 to 50,000 a month and ensure that you get training. So do not be carried away
by PPP propaganda. The best thing the PPP can do outside a thief is lie. And so, we must be clear in our minds. We must be clear in our minds. How did we get here? The PPP deliberately deprives us of resources. They put all the resources in the hands of their families, their friends, and their favorites. In that process, we end up in poverty. Isn't it laughable that the country with the fastest growing economy in the world has the fastest growing poverty simultaneously? It is unacceptable. But it is so because the government is corrupt. It is so because the only thing they know to do is to thief. They could have organized to ensure Guyanese benefit from oil resources, but they wouldn't do that. They believe if they put resources in your hands, they can't control you. But we believe that as a government, we must and will put resources in your hands. They came to government and meet a reasonable cost to live in. Their greed and incompetence caused the cost of living to skyrocket. Today, in 2020, we proudly call it a Granger. Men say, give me a Granger. Right now is a danger, 5,000 in a value. Thanks to the People's Progressive Party. We're saying to you that Guyana has enough resources to give the people what they want. We had a $1.4 trillion budget this year, in which they're going to thief at least 600 billion. When they left government next week or week after next, they will all be billionaires. But we are saying to you, we are going to put money in your hands. We're going to put resources in your hands. I want to say this to single mothers. I have already said we are going to give every Guyanese who does not own a house, 18 years and above, a free house lot. Because we believe Guyana has enough land for all Guyanese to get. But in addition, we're saying to you, and I want you to listen to this, we're saying to you that we will ensure single mothers can get assistance to build a house. Our single parents struggle. And if we allow them to struggle and they cannot get a house, we are condemning their children to poverty. We care about the people of Guyana. We care about the children of Guyana. And that is why we will help single mothers to build a house. We believe that there is a certain dignity and pride that comes with owning a house. And it's for that reason we have said we will develop our rent-to-own program so that Guyanese can get a house. This government goes and look for a pasture. They look for a pasture. And then they tell people that we distributed 20,000 house lot. When you go and see the land, you believe they're preparing it for horse race. But while they are doing that to the average man, look at what and see what they did for themselves. When they built Pradoville 1, they put water, lights, streets, and they move in. They're so covetous. They're so greedy. They then developed Pradoville 2. And they did even better. Water, light, street, and Jack Hill. They contaminated it with him. We are saying to you, you are entitled to get house lots with infrastructure. And our government will ensure that we put infrastructure in place. So that when you get a land, it's a land suitable for human occupation. We cannot continue to throw our people on a piece of land and abandon them. And then when you look at what they take for themselves, their families and their favorites, you see they have all the infrastructure. And so we make this pledge to you that we will be putting you first, that we will be putting people first, and that the policies we will develop will serve you, the people of Guyana. We have said that we believe our senior citizens have worked hard and served this country, and it is ridiculous to give them 41,000. And so we made it clear that those senior citizens will get $100,000 per month. Why is it a minister can get 1.8 million? Why is it the president could get 3 million, but our senior citizens must get 41,000? It's ridiculous. And we said to you, we're going to narrow the gap between those who have and those who do not have. We can say without fear that under the APNU government between 2015 and 2020, we increased wages and salaries by 77%. And we did that without oil money. What it shows is that we are committed to the people. And we said to you, the next APNU government will give you a minimum wage of $200,000. Not only will we do that, but as we increase wages and salaries, we will give the higher percentage increase to workers at the lower level so that they can improve their life, while those at the top will have a smaller percentage. We cannot continue in this country to have an approach which results in the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. And I want to talk to all of you who believe that the FREC that is given or the debate contract, and I call it a debate contract because the real contract that is given to themselves, their families, and their favorites. But when they come to you, they suddenly decide the best place for you is the gutter. And some of us so stupid, we celebrating a gutter contract. Nothing is wrong if it was done equally. But you take the best for yourself and give to ordinary people the crumbs. We are saying to you that we want to see you have a better quality life. And I want to say to the soldiers and policemen, they have already voted, and I think they voted for us. But I still will say to them that when a government takes you out of your profession to put you to clean gutter, their eyes pass you. And I could tell you, if you look at it, you will see who is best suited for the gutter. Just watch Jack Dio every Thursday, and you're going to see a gutter rap performance. Every Thursday he comes, and he behaves like a gutter rat. We will not allow anyone to continue to treat us with contempt. We believe all Guyanese are equal and entitled to benefit from our resources. I want to say to the young people that an APNU government will give you lands for agriculture. There is no reason why the price of local food should be so expensive. It is expensive because the government doesn't care. The government doesn't invest in agriculture. And so they got minister linked to smuggling chicken. Mayor linked to smuggling chicken. If you want to know if something is going wrong, look to see if it is red. And if you want to know if something is clean, you know it is green. We are not afraid of them. We are not afraid of them. We can tell them. We can tell them that we have a clean slate. Nobody in our list has charges against them. The PPP, they take some of them from we or they went. And if you check all of them, they're like battery, they got charges. Who ain't get charged $1 million house sale, get charged a beating wife, and we could run the whole list. It is not a government they have a battery. It has to keep get charging. We are saying to you, we are offering you a set of people who are qualified to govern this country. And when we say to you, Dr. Todd, when we say to you, Dr. Williams, we are talking about people who within the confines of the law studied and achieved their qualifications. The people with the darling doctor on the other side are patients. You have to be a patient if you can't show us the university you've been to. The hardest task facing this government is for them to get their finale to point out the university been to. It's the only university I know that nobody can see. People search the whole eye flood and can't find it. But even if they find it, when you hear him talk, when you hear him operate, you know if he went to university, that university had to be the University of Dents. It could be no other one. We are saying to you, we are offering you quality candidates. We are offering you candidates that are competent. This government likes to talk about they deliver this and they deliver that. The only thing I know they deliver must whoever they take out from the president belly make he get slim. Because they have not delivered half of the things they talk about. They failed to deliver on the gas to shore. We want to get it in 2023, 2024, 2025. Now it's gone to 2026. They have delivered nothing as yet. They promise us a fiber cable, a fiber optic cable that will give us connectivity, and Guyanese will get internet wherever they are. Until now, nothing. Do not be carried away. Do not be carried away by the nonsense they write on the board. We built 12 hospitals, and all the hospital got is patients. No doctors, no nurses, no drugs. I heard some people say, I think I know bathroom. Well, I know, but if you say so, you so. The point is, they are building these buildings because it allows them to get corruption money. Somebody said to me, if you want the PPP run and hide, put light. They don't like people see what they're doing. You put light around them and it's flight. We have to change the corruption. When a government is corrupt, people live in poverty. We are saying to you that our major task is to take you out of poverty. We want to see you progress. And there are a number of things we said we will do to take you out of poverty. We will create employment. We will put young people in business. We will have cash transfers. We will give children 2 hot meals. We will ensure that there is a national school transportation system to take our children to school. I want you to remember, had this government had sense and continued the school buses, David Granger left, our children would have been in a better position. But no, they're so vindictive. Their children just got to the best school. They got a set of money. In addition, they have an ability for when the child fail, for still get the best schools for them. We are saying to you, we will structure the education system in a way that our children would be able to read, write, reason, and comprehend. It is important that we give education to our children. Education is one of the easiest ways for poor people to emancipate themselves. And that is why this government is afraid of education. Afraid to have an educated population. They're so afraid that the internet emerged. And since people start getting the information on the internet, people are wiser. And so they are losing it. Remember, just before this election campaign starts, the bald-head rat said, we will have a landslide victory. Y'all remember that? Well, the land now start to slide out from Andy, and he stopped talking about that. I want to say this to you. The PPP is weak. The PPP is vulnerable. And we must take the opportunity to vote them out of office. We owe it to our children. We owe it to the people of Guyana to get rid of this government. This government is a burden on the people. This government crucifies our people. It is so wicked. For 23 years between 1992 and 2015, they deprived poor people, children of scholarships to do law. Many of our children bright more than them children, but they do not have the resources to continue doing law. And so we had around a lot of persons who completed UG but couldn't go on to Trinidad. When we came to government in 2015, we restored the scholarships. And we started to produce lawyers. They came in 2020 and they stopped the scholarships. I say this to you. All those who qualify to do law and has a place in law school, our government will pay for them to do law. I am well aware that our constitution says education must be free from nursery to university. The PPP violated the law. And in 1994, they removed free education from the university. And now these hypocrites, these jagabats, come and telling us that they bring free university education. I said to you, they are rectifying a wrong that they did to the people of this country, to the youth of this country. It is they who removed free university from Guyana. And so don't tell us, but you deliver. You didn't deliver anything. You reinstated something that you destroyed. And I want those, I like when Nanlal watch me. No, but somebody tell me if he watching this, oh, he drunk. But we want my people business. But look, we are entitled to free education, and as a government, we'll ensure that there is free education. That's a reality. We also want to say this to you. We are well aware of many of the social problems in this society. We are well aware that teachers could teach, but a lot of them can't deal with the social problems. We are well aware that police could enforce the law, but they can't deal with the social problems. So we are promising you to deal with the social problems in our society. We will have paid social workers, psychologists work with our young people. Our young people need to be guided, and we will guide them because we believe they have potential. They have been failed by the education system, and we will rectify that. We have in this country many young people who complete secondary school but did not get 5 CXC with math and English. And we believe they need a second chance. So as a government across Guyana, we will set up free night schools for our young people. We want to see our young people back in school. We have already made it clear. We have already made it clear that all of those children or young adults who are at university, GTI, etc., we will give them $50,000 a month to help them. And we are saying, when we set up the night school, we will put an incentive so that the young people who go to school in the evening will earn that $50,000. We're not giving you money for you not to develop. We intend to invest in you. we intend to put money in you, but we want you to develop. We want you to move from a place where you are dependent to a place where you are independent. And we must stop fooling ourselves. A man might be rich, he got money, but once he in government, he ain't giving you his money. He can be looking for more money. And so we mustn't fool ourselves. And I want to address an issue. There are some people in WIN going around and saying that when you vote for them, you vote for the APNU garbage. When you vote for them, you vote for the PPP. If you want to see the back of the People's Progressive Party, you have to put your X next to the palm. So don't let anyone fool you. And mind you, if he didn't die in trouble, he didn't die in politics. That means he didn't come with a commitment to people. He came with a commitment to self. Politics must be about service to people. We said to you, the APNU will serve you and ensure you develop. That is what we set out to do. We have just produced a manifesto that most intelligent people are saying is the best manifesto in the campaign. That was the last thing. Let me tell you, don't fool yourself. We have a much better team than them. You just heard the prime ministerial candidate. You see, when you vote, we can say that. I want the vote first. When we get the vote, it will be the prime minister. And I believe we will get the vote. But I'm saying to you, I would like to see the put Mark Phillips for debate chief. No. You don't have to worry. Barrett will never agree. You think Barrett will agree for Irfan debate me? I am convinced. I would like to meet him in a debate because I could be a yard fowl. But when I'm ready to be an intellectual, I sure could talk to you for 50 minutes without you understand what I'm saying. So, let us be very clear. When it comes to competence and intellectual capabilities, the APNU is the best. Our team has a number of young people, and with me as leader of the APNU, I am afraid of no youth. Our aim is to promote young people, let them develop, because it is they who have to carry this country. You notice I'm the only old tiger in the young bunch. So we are preparing for the future. We are the people to forward Guyana. Any other one is a joke. You can't forward Guyana, you one and God. You can't forward Guyana on an island. You have to forward Guyana with a whole plethora of young, competent people working together to achieve our objective of one people, one nation, one destiny. You know, the easiest thing to say is I farm a party. But the party, the farming really is a fete. You know what's a fete? A big dance. You can't run country with that. You have to run country with competence. And we are saying to you, we have a competent bunch of people to govern this country, and we will govern it properly. My friends, no one will doubt that this government is a dictatorship. Which government that isn't a dictatorship will know the facts about the murder of an 11-year-old child and use the Guyana police force to cover it up? In fact, Irfan turned pathologist. I know he suffers from a pathology, but he turned pathologist and pronouncing on the death of a child. We said to you that there will be a proper international investigation into the death of Adriana Young. And I say this, I said before, we will have a national restitution commission in which people can go in front of, put the facts, and at the end of it, be compensated. We expect it to be done for Quinlan Bacchus. We expect it to be done for the boys in Linden. We expect it to be done for the boys in West Coast Babis. And the mother who they caused to die by incarcerating their children, we will also say to them, go to the investigation. This government stink and dirty. And we cannot allow the stink and dirtiness to go like that. Because they will believe if they get government in future, they can become worse. I want you to stop blowing for now. Stop blowing for now. I want to make a point. I want you to stop blowing for now. This government has gotten worse between 2020 and 2025. The things they did are unbelievable. We just dealt with the murders. What they did to the people at Mocha. I do not know in the history of the country that a government bulldozed, broke up people's house with them inside, covered the pigs. When you get a government like that, it is time for that government to go. This government has discriminated both politically and ethnically. This government has enforced poverty on large sections of the population of Guyana. This government has misused the Guyana police force against innocent people. They have the powerful calling the police and doing people as they like. But let us sound the warning, and GCOM must know, election day, the Guyana police force has a role that is defined for them in law. And we don't want to see any private security company. If you're a sheriff, you must go to Texas. Guyana is not run by sheriffs. It is run by law. And on that day, let it be known that we will not accept control and domination from those who believe they have the right to misuse power. And so I am putting you on alert. We have been doing everything to ensure they don't rig or we minimize the rigging. Yesterday, we spent a lot of time rectifying the mistakes. And all the evidence we see is a PPP government that is lining up to rig. Long ago when I was a little boy, they said the rig, we said frig them. let it be known that any attempt to steal these elections will meet with trouble. We have campaigned against them with serious disadvantages. This is probably the first election in the history of this country that there is no access to national television. They control television. But you know what I miss? People tired of the lies. They could put what they want. Social media is there. And so it is a new dynamic. And I'm saying to you, in these elections, we have the upper hand. People do not want to see or hear from the PPP. Barra Jagdeo spends every Thursday talking to his blasted self. Nobody listens to him. All he does is he head shining and disturbing people's view. We are saying to you, when you read our manifesto, you will see a quality document. You see a document that tells you how we are going to reduce the cost of living. You see a document telling you how is it we will ensure electricity is stable and we bring an end to blackouts. When you read it, you will see we have outlined proper policies in education for our children. I am saying to you that it is one of the best manifestos in the history of this country. I turn to the Guyana police force. We have very decent policemen. Oh God, but them at the top. Them at the top. Jesus, I hope when we win, they just go home. Don't even look back. The PPP and the leadership of the Guyana police force, they have destroyed the Guyana police force. They have turned it into Guyana police farce. It's a farce. The only country that I know that place cameras to deal with crime. And when PPP linked criminals act, those cameras don't work. And the minute a little boy on the road smile, they come for pick them up and lock them up. This police force will be totally transformed from a force in service to the rich, to the wealthy, into a force that operates based on law and order and ensure that the safety and security in Guyana. That is what our police must do. We want our people to live safe and secured. And we will transform the Guyana police force to ensure that happens. You know, the PPP like talk about how they're competent. Yeah, your Jagdeo saying, oh, North Ninga experience, Jaretinga experience,Ganishinga experience. Yes, we don't have experience in corruption and thieving. And we don't want that experience. That is the only experience you got. We want experience that allows us to solve problems, to serve the people. And that is the experience we will deliver. You take your sticky finger experience and go your way. Guyana needs to breathe. The police force is a mess under ficking. He ficking stupid. No, for truth. He ficking stupid. If you was a commissioner, you ain't know that you can't go in polling stations after you done vote. He's a FF. I can say fake, I could put in the other word. Because I can't say fool.
Look, I want to say this. Election day, we must stand up to the People's Progressive Party. Let it be known that no minister has power on election day. Only people who are accredited. So if they come running in the polling station and you're an APNU clerk, you must insist that they get out. On election day, all our agents must ensure that the polling booth, the voting booth, is placed in such a way that you can see the person voting and their hands. But you must not be able to see the ballot. And if you can't see that, you must object and insist that no voting occurs until you could see the hands of the kleptomaniacs. We have to. Let us not fool ourselves. Thief man looks for every opportunity to thief. Y'all believe is like freedom and democracy make they say no cell phones in there? You know, it's not that. You know why they say no cell phones? They say no cell phones because they recognize them and the partner fall out. Now they got a set of money and the partner got a set of money. And if they got cell phone, the partner can tell people, take out your picture or how you vote and we can give 50 grand. So their own thing catch up with them. And so when they recognize that they are coming up against money and it's two thief men watching each other, they say no phones. Suddenly no cell phones. We glad. We ain't got money for pay the kind of money. This is the only country I know. You hear they said in the holy world, things that fall from the sky. This is the only country I know that $5,000 this fall out of a Jersey. And so we have to watch them. You can win an election and don't get government if you are not vigilant. And don't let them tell us nonsense about gutter coat. Win in that. Once we have the results that established, we would have won. If they won, they could gutter coat. They have an old trick. They have an old trick of saying you got to go to an elections petition and then they can call it for 5 years. That ain't gonna happen. We have to be vigilant. We have to understand that these elections are the most important. We have to beat the People's Progressive Party. They are at their weakest. I could tell you, Irfan and Bharat didn't talk to each other for like 3 months. They only putting up a face, you know. Right now, the two legs stretch. Anytime you knock one foot, they will be affected in the most tender part of the anatomy. And so, let us understand that they are vulnerable. Let them understand that we are aware that they are vulnerable. Don't let them go on like if they're strong and they're powerful. They aren't. They are so corrupt that the smallest child can recognize the corruption. Imagine you as a minister for 5 years and you buying $1 million US house. What else could that be but corruption? But if daddy rat corrupt, where you expecting mice for be? So, I want to say this to you. We have an election to win. We must do everything legally to ensure we win. And when we win, West Coast Babies, Linden, East Coast, New Amsterdam, all around, we will stand up to ensure we get the victory we deserve. I want to say this. They cannot accuse me as leader of the opposition of seeking to disturb the peace. We have consistently been peaceful and operating within the confines of the law. But we must let them know that if they think they can go outside the confines of the law, the whole ball game changes. We were good Christians. Some of us continue to be good Christians. We read the book which says if they slap you on this cheek. But then the thing changed to say you're going to slap them on their cheek. We ain't turning no other side. Let that be crystal clear. We have in store for you policies that will take you out of poverty. We have in store for you policies and programs that will ensure you earn more. We have in store for you policies and programs to keep you safe and secure. We have policies to ensure that you develop. But for us to implement those policies, you have to come out and vote overwhelmingly for the APNU. We are the only political party in this contest that can beat the PPP. They got one of them party name afraid to come. So they England. Another one named We Ain't Nothing. So we got afraid to come and We Ain't Nothing. But let them know the APNU ain't afraid. We ain't only coming, we ready. Come September 1st, let us put our X next to the palm. Let us ensure we get rid of the People's Progressive Party. Let me see your palm. Let me see your palm. Let us palm them out of government. Let us palm them into oblivion. Let us palm them and their dirty self out of this country. Let us work together to obtain the victory and ensure Guyana grows and the PPP goes. I thank you.
You see that?